I read a Forex chart? Let's jump right into it. Learning to read a Forex chart just requires some few skills that you will gain over time. But there are some certain things that we need to remember when learning to read these charts. Alright, and the four main things we are going to be looking at is we're going to be analyzing the time frame of the chart. We're going to be looking at price movement. We're going to be looking to see if there are any possible trend lines, and then we're going to be looking at support and resistance levels. Our plan is to keep it really simple so we can just get a feel to see what is exactly happening on this chart. Can we see what price movement is doing? Can we see how it's reacting to certain levels? Alright, so the first thing is we're going to analyze the time frame. So let's check it out. The British pound versus the US dollar on the 4-hour time frame. Cool. So now we know we're on the 4-hour chart, we're on GBP USD, and now we're going to look at price movement, current price movement. Let's have a look and see. So let's zoom up a little. Current price movement, looks like we made some higher highs and higher lows there. Came to this area of the chart and then looked like price started ranging. Alright, so let's cut the chart off right there and analyze to where we have gotten to. So higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and then we end up ranging. Alright, cool. So we've analyzed the time frame, we're looking at price movement, we're seeing higher highs and higher lows, and now it looks like we're ranging. Alright, trend lines, possible trend lines. Well, when we were looking at higher highs and higher lows, surely there would be a trend line somewhere here, because we're analyzing higher highs and higher lows. So we do have this trend line, price bouncing off of this trend line, making a higher high, coming down, making a higher low, touching that trend line again, making another higher high, making even more of a higher high, coming down and retouching this trend line, bouncing off of it, not quite tapping it, but still respecting the zone, making another higher high, and then starts its ranging. Oh, we also have a trend line going down, like this. Now just remember, trend lines, like I've said in previous videos, are not respected perfectly. Sometimes we do see price break above and close above certain trend lines. As long as we can see that the zone of the trend line is respected, which we can see that here. A couple of taps, bounced off of it, came back up, bounced off of it, made lower lows and lower highs according to this descending trend line until we broke up above it. Alright, so we have higher highs and higher lows. This means that we have price in an uptrend. This is what we're looking at. And then we're looking at support and resistance levels, support and resistance zones. So this is simple enough. We clearly have a support zone right here, and I'm going to make this green to represent support, and we clearly have a resistance zone up above, and I'm going to make that red because it's resistance. Green support because we have price bouncing off of this green support line or support zone, and we have price bouncing off of this red resistance zone. So now we know we're on the 4-hour time frame, we're on GBP USD. We had price making higher highs and higher lows, so we were making an uptrend until we started ranging and bouncing off support and resistance levels. See how easy that was? We've pretty much just read a GBP USD 4-hour chart. It really is that simple. Let's look here. I'm going to do this just to help you guys see these higher highs and higher lows. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. So now we can clearly see, right? Price breaking previous structure on the left-hand side, making a higher high, coming down, touching this ascending trend line, price moving up on upwards, making another higher high, breaking this previous point on the left, Price continuing to make higher highs and higher lows, breaking previous resistance levels, on the left hand side, making higher highs, till eventually we reach this swing area and we no longer break higher highs on the left, but now we start to slide back down. Great. And then we make another higher high and we break this area right there. And this is where we start our support and rejection zones, which is support and resistance level, clearly bouncing between the two levels. That's as far as it is. We've identified our currency pair. We are working within a time frame that we are familiar with now. We are looking at these candles. We've seen an uptrend and now we see price ranging. There's nothing more for us to understand. If we are reading price at a basic level, even at an advanced level, this is how I would do it. We look for trends and then we look for ranging. Because remember, price can only do one of two things. It can either go up or it can go down. And when it goes up, it can go higher and higher and higher. When it goes down, it can go lower and lower and lower. And when it gets stuck, it ranges just like a zigzag between support and resistance levels. That's what we see. It's clear on this chart. It's clear as day. So guys, on that note, we do have a Discord community. Feel free to join. The link is below in the description. We cater to beginner traders, whether you're a newbie or a seasoned trader. It's always great to be part of a community. We also have a Telegram channel. Feel free to jump on that. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching. Please, if you could, would you hit that little like button, hit that little subscribe button. And as always, I will be seeing you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.